Awesome. Okay, I am seriously so freaking excited for this. Sarah has a spot so close to my heart. She's one of my favorite people ever. So she just promoted Diamond and earned a $15,000 bonus. She's been in the business for a little over a year. And I'm so proud of her as a person. She's overcome so much through her business, the doubts and the insecurities we all feel. She's pushed herself, she's guided her team, and I'm so excited for you to give us all the tips on how everybody else on here can go and get their $15,000 bonus this month as well.
Am I good? Okay. Yay! Okay, I am so freaking excited, first of all. So freaking pumped up for May. I know so many freaking amazing things are gonna happen. I still can't believe it's freaking real. I spent all weekend, guys, kind of like, what? And that just like, first things first, that I just want to tell everybody, get doubt off the table. Do not give up. Do not give up. Someone who's been in this business a year, every single month, guys, no matter what happened at the end of the month, I looked at myself, I looked at my charts, I looked at everything. I said, okay, what do I need to do? What can I improve on? How can I improve as a person? Like, where am I struggling at? Like, no matter what happened, guys, because I had months, maybe I signed like 4 customers and 1 distributor, and then I had months where I was signing 6+, and then like I never gave up. I trusted the process the whole entire time. Like, you can ask Mariah. I was like, I'm trying, Mariah. I don't know, but I'm trying. And like, I never lost that belief. And I think that's so important in this business. First and foremost, like, do not give up on yourself and trust the self-development. I know you've probably heard this 1,000 times, and I'm going to tell it 1,001. Self-development is everything to your promotion, to yourself, to your life, to everything around you. Like, the days that you don't feel like doing it and it's like burning your ears and you're like, oh my God, and you don't want to get out of bed, still do it. That's going to grow you. And it's crazy to see, like, it is so crazy. And somehow I knew in my heart with God, because guys, I used to be the kind of person, I would do something for 3 months and then I would quit. Jobs, everything. I was like, whatever. And so I knew God was going to test me with this business in the first place, because I had when I got in, I was like, this is it for me. And I was like, no matter what happens, this is it. I know it. And so I stuck to the process, and I've watched myself grow, and it's freaking incredible. Like, I'm like, who is this girl? I love it. I've come out of my bubble. I started with 300 friends on Facebook. Guys, I didn't have a network. I didn't come in with all these family and friends to buy from me. I didn't know how to post on a freaking your story. I didn't know how to go live. Like, I didn't know what the heck I was doing. I was just like, I'm just doing it. And I was not even a social media person. I was kind of just like, oh my God, like, I get on Facebook and be like, okay, like, whatever. So if I can do this, you can freaking do it. So I'm going to get into the actual like nitty gritty of it, because that's what we're all here for. We want to make money. We want to promote. We want to earn amazing incomes and change our lives. And you can absolutely freaking do this, guys. My thing is traveling and freedom. That was my biggest why. I was also really sick when I started, and I was really scared of like what was going to happen. I didn't know, and I needed a way to earn income. And so this was it for me. Like, this was the full bundle, and I was already really passionate about health and wellness. So it all came together. But I want to start with opening your store. Let's just put it that way. When you wake up in the morning, so first things first, your self-development. You have to do that. I don't care if it takes you 4 or 5 hours to do it, because that's usually about the time it takes me. Like, I have a whole routine, because routine is so important, first of all. So get your self-development done before you even pick up your phone in the morning. Like, because if you think you're going to get up in the morning and try to message and talk to people and you're not in the right state of mind, it's just not going to happen. And with that being said, I learned something about myself. I confused excitement and understanding with anxiety. I was waking up and having anxiety about signing and getting everything done that I needed to, that it was actually taking away from my business. I actually learned that I didn't promote the way that I wanted to, because I was having so much anxiety about signing customers, signing distributors, that nothing was happening. And I was like, what the heck is going on? And this shift came from a place of waking up like, okay, I've got to hit this goal. I've got to do this. I got to do this too. It's done. it's done. Like, I can wake up in the morning and know it's done. Whether it happens any type of way, it is done. And I cannot tell you when that shift in your mindset is going to happen, but it's going to happen, and it's a beautiful thing. On the mindset as well, journaling, I shifted my journaling from kind of general things. I heard people say it before and I didn't take it seriously, but guys, I got specific about my journaling. Like, if I'm going diamond this month, I was journaling about all of my team. So Shannon Marie, I'm like, Shannon Marie, Lord, she needs 870 something to go ruby. Please bless her in her efforts. Amanda, Chris, whoever it is, I was journaling about their exact numbers and what they needed. And that goes to, you need to have a roadmap. So your charts, you're going to hear that a million times. Also, have your chart in front of you, but it feels good, like your boxes, to be able to count down, like, oh my God, I need 432 in this box. And you just signed a 30 BB customer and you're like, check. Like, so make sure you have that in front of you, have a cute notebook, and just, it's so fun to just check off your volume. Don't look at it as like, and then set small goals as well. So like, if you know you need 2,000, break that down into between the 30 days and just know, okay, I need 200. It's going to happen. I'm not going to freak out about it. I'm not going to have anxiety about it. I just know it's done. I know it's done because I'm deserving of this. So with that being said, what I did, I opened my store. So make sure you're posting on your page the 6 times. You guys know that. Your stories, you can blow your stories up. I always make sure every day that I have something about Thermophyte X, because that is the script that I stick to. From being stagnant in ruby to going emerald to diamond, I use the exact same script every single time. And this is another thing I want to tell you guys, keep it simple. Mariah can tell you, I was over here like, I'm going to figure out this formula. Like, I was that girl. Like, I'm going to come up with this magic thing that's just going to make everything happen. And it wasn't until I was like, I buckled down and got simple with the scripts. Everything Mariah has posted, I use the same Thermophyte X. Hey, saw your comment on so-and-so. How much do you want to lose? They tell me. Perfect. What do you feel like you struggle with? Go into the product detail. I send 4 to 6 results pictures with it, including my own. So make sure you have your own results pictures. Pricing, boom. And I'm so confident in that script. Like, confidence is such a big thing too. So I got really confident with that script. So when I know someone comments on the Thermophyte host to post and they say yes, and I follow up with that script, I'm so, in my heart, I know no, they're not going to say no. Like, that's how much I believe in that script. I'm like, no, they're going to be crazy to say no. So, but you have to find, like, you will find throughout this business what sits perfectly with you. And then that'll also be a game changer for you. And that, for me, it was that script. It was following that process. I used the testers needed. So when I'm host to posting, when I start my morning out or whenever I get in the rhythm of host to posting, the first 3 to 6 people, depending on how those posts kind of do, they are messaging, or they're posting about the $300 cash giveaway. So that's creating the momentum. That's building your network. If you're having trouble building your network, make sure the first people are commenting about the cash giveaway. Then from there, everyone else is posting about testers needed. And that's between 10 to 20. Sometimes, guys, it can be as little as 5. But that's okay, because you're going to have good days of post to post. You're going to feel like, oh my God, you can't keep up. And it's going to go on. And then you're going to have some crickets. You have to just trust that process. That is okay. That doesn't mean you're not doing anything wrong. It's not the end of the world. Trust the host to post process, because you will get those, and then it'll be like you're following up for like 2 weeks with everybody. I actually took notes on this because Mariah knows I don't ever take notes, and I actually took notes. So keep it simple. Follow the same flow. Just repetition. Don't overcomplicate it. Get your store open in the morning. Let's see. What else do I got here? Yeah, I think I about covered it.
So do you remember how much volume you needed starting the month off?
Yes. So let's see. To go diamond, I needed, let me see. Maybe I can remember. I want to say I was a little about 4.
I was going to say about 4 too.
Yeah, I was
about 4,000, and you did have a working team, which was so awesome, but not in every leg. We definitely had a very dead leg you were having to carry on your own. So what would you tell someone who, one, does not have a working team, because you dealt with that, and then two, how would you encourage people to get their team on board with your promotion, but in a way that it's helping them promote as well?
Okay. So yeah, I've always, from like listening to top leaders and just from the get-go of this business, I always had in my mind, like it'll happen regardless, whether whoever's coming or not, you know what I'm saying? But with that being said, being intentional too. So I'm always, like I said, journaling every single day about my team and reaching out to them and just forming genuine connections. There was a time when, you know, I've enrolled a lot of distributors. I had distributors. It was very business wise. And so I genuinely reach out and form a connection with my team. And I think that's so important because they're going to go through their ups and downs as well. And so in this business, that's what this is. And so instead of being like, oh my God, my team's not working, what the heck's going on? Like, she's little, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't be like that. You have to like be a genuine person to people. And it's fun too, because you're building, like you are building up with, this is your team. Like your team and your distributors are your people. Like you guys are going to grow in this business together. So for me, it was just reaching out to them like, hey girl, how are you doing today? Like, are you okay? Like, is there anything I can help you with? You know, and just being very like, I know what's going on in most of my team's lives because it's that before the business, and then the business just comes from that. So that gets them hyped up too, because I'm like, I know what they're dealing with. I know their whys. So I'm like making sure you know why they're all in this business. So that way when you can give them a kick in the butt, it doesn't come off harsh because they know that you got their back, because you're all one team, all one mission. So that's kind of how I get them to not necessarily work in a way like, oh, you need to work, but like get them inspired about their business, because this is their promotion in life as well. And they want to go to the top, and you all want to go to the top together. So just reach out to them and see what's going on and see, you know, what you can do to help them. So
I absolutely love that. I think especially when we're pushing for promotions, it's so easy to look at a piece of paper and see all these boxes. And when you can, I think that is the key thing to making any promotion come together easier, is when you stop seeing boxes and you start seeing the names in them. And when you can take the time to pour into the people that are hitting those promotions. Because I don't care if it's a 400 box on your chart or what. I had a 400 box last month. We brought in over 2,000 in volume. Not a single distributor, but you best believe we were hyping her up the entire time, because that's a person. Wasn't helping me, but it's a person. And I love that. I know you have such a strong relationship with so much of your team, and that's something that you work so hard to build the second they come in. So what would you tell people then on the flip side, how to continue working even when they don't have that person who's responding, who that person's like out not doing the business anymore, and you're still having to build that? What do you do then?
right. So get your butt to work, but also you want to be, so, you know, that's kind of when you want to be posting more on the distributor side of things. So you want to be bringing more people in then. So you don't want to focus too much on what you don't have and focus on what you can. So like you love those people, you keep them there, you do your part, you get your host to post and sign your customers, you just keep rolling, rocking and rolling as good. You don't stress about it. You know, you, like I said, you don't want to wake up and have this ball of anxiety, like I have to do this or I'm not hitting my promotion. It's going to happen. And you just got to put the good energy, especially with your self-development. Like you're going to go from that mindset of, oh my gosh, to it's done. But be more intentional with your lifestyle posts. You know, get more lifestyle posts up on your page to attract distributors, to attract people to this business. Send out more messages to have conversations about the business with people. So, but other than that, like if it's just like it's do or die and you don't have anybody and you're not signing anyone, just get the work done. Just get up more host to post. You know, don't look at, it doesn't matter if you need 10,000, like you just got to get in the mindset, like, I'm going to make this happen because it's your promotion at the end of the day. It's your money. It's your income. And when you're putting out the good energy, you're doing all the things that you're supposed to do. It's going to come together. You just do your part of it. And that's all that you can do. And God will bless that.
Yes, I love that. So what was a couple of the obstacles you had to face last month specifically? I know there's been several throughout the business, hurdles we've overjumped, but last month when you were pushing for this specific promotion, you were close and so far at the same time, but you made up your mind to do it. What's a couple of the obstacles that you had to face personally and then maybe like outside of just you, like circumstantial as well?
Okay, cool. Yeah. So personally, guys, um, I'm not even gonna lie, it was crazy because I was like, I know this is about to be my biggest promotion, and what creeps in? Depression. Like, we're all probably very familiar with that. And it's insane because I used to not know how to snap myself out of that. And that's this, the self-development. The self-development is where it comes into play. But then you get to recognize, I'm like, oh my gosh, yeah, I'm about to level up in life. So of course. So anytime you are and you hear it and you're like, but really, like when you're about to level up, that is when you're gonna get hit the most with your mind. Like everything is gonna be like. So I had those doubts. I had like there was times I was like, there's no way. But guess what you do? Like as soon as you get that, I've learned you put up a freaking steel wall, like, and then you go through 4 or 5 more hours of self-development till you're like shining out of the room like I'm a rock star. It is necessary. It's necessary, and it makes you feel good about yourself. So that was a personal hurdle that I had to overcome. And then as far as like, okay, the actual numbers and how is this going to happen? Of course, I had, like I said, I had people that were not working. So I was like, I have to pull in here, and then I got to have over here. You've got your boxes, and you're like trying to fill everywhere. I had a lot of customer issues. You know, there was some stuff going on with shipping and stuff, so that was a little bit intense. But I still like I just kept rolling. That's all you can do is you just keep going and going. And then on the 25th, guys, like I still needed 1,200. My volume was projected to be like nothing for me to hit my promotion, and it was back at 1,200. So I still needed on the 25th 1,200 in volume to go diamond. But guess what? It happened. And I could have looked at that and just threw my hands up and been like, it's too late. It's not going to happen. No. What did I do? Put on my crown, did my self-development, trusted God, trusted the process, got my host to post up, rolled through it, did my stuff. I didn't become this ball of anxiety about it. I just said, it is done. I'm deserving of this. And the belief is, it's everything. It is everything. And I know it sounds silly, but it is everything. But I looked at it and said, it's done. It is done. And that's it.
So what did your day-to-day look like last month? I know you were doing your host to post and you were getting your post up, but like, did you have like a set number of like, I'm getting this many host posts up a day? Did you have like a set number of follow-ups? Like, what did your day look like?
So, for me, I broke it to volume. So I didn't want kind of like customer and volume, but like after, I kind of got all my stuff together, I would say, okay, like, you know, I want to bring in 300 to 400 in volume today, you know, like, so I was breaking my goal down by volume and then DT. That's kind of, I kept it really simple. I didn't want to overcomplicate it for me personally. So I didn't, and as far as follow-ups, like, so my book, of course, I've been in a year, so it goes back. So usually about 50 follow-ups a day is what I'm doing for my old book. But I was so focused on new, I didn't kind of hold myself up on follow-ups. I used to do that a lot where I would have all my follow-ups and I'm like, okay, someone like, hey, and like follow-ups are amazing and good, and I'm following up every single day. But I really focused on getting those host to post and the new blood. I truly believe I'm like in that first conversation, I can get them to sign up. And that was a shift for me because I didn't have that belief before. So now I'm like, if they comment yes on that Thermophyte X post and we're in contact, they're getting signed up tonight, and then I'm upselling. So that was my mindset. It was just like boom, boom, boom. And that's how I thought. I didn't try to overcomplicate it. I didn't try to go too deep into anything. I was trying to keep it very simple but consistent.
Yes, consistency is so important. And I totally feel that. Obviously, the fortune is in the follow-up, and it's so important to do that. But at the same time, if we focus too much on following up, we typically can put ourselves almost in this stalemate where we've got a notebook full of names. And so we're so focused on those names. And I've got this list and I'm going to get them to sign up. But at this point, you're beating a dead horse and this is not their time. And so I love how you were saying that you just shift your focus and we're like, okay, these people are not buying. So I'm going to go find new people. Like, I know what to say. I know I've got good products. I know they're going to buy. So I'm just going to keep focusing on new. And I absolutely love that. So I try to keep this close to 20 minutes and we're killing it at that. I'm so thankful for having you hop on. So I know you're pushing for double this month, which is so exciting. So what's some final tips of what you're doing right now, something you did last month? Any final words for people who are pushing for promotions to help them get it through?
Yes, girl. So guys, just keep it simple, simple, simple. Believe in yourself. Trust the process. Trust the bad days. Trust the good days. Just repetition and simplicity. And that is absolutely all you need to do and believe.
Perfect. Awesome. Okay, so drop a 1 in the comments, guys, if you got something away from that, because it was pretty awesome. I'm so thankful for you, Sarah, for hopping on here and sharing. Everyone loved it. It was great. And so I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording.